Hey everyone, this is Dawson, and today for my demonstration speech, I am here at Sunridge Farm, where I have worked for 2 years now as a camp counselor. And one of the main things that I do here as a camp counselor is I teach kids how to show their goats. So I teach them goat showing. And as you can see here with me today, this is my beautiful assistant Misha, and as you can clearly see, she's a goat. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to show off a goat. And I know a lot of you are probably like, why the heck do I need to know how to show a goat? I'm probably never gonna have a goat or even like have an experience with a goat or come in contact with a goat. And honestly, even if you never own a goat or just like even go up to a goat and like mess around with a goat, it's really an interesting and cool experience to learn how to show off a goat. So today I'm going to show you guys how to do that through a couple of ways. So first, I'm going to teach you guys the 3 rules to goat showing. We like to teach these to the kids. That's like the first thing we do day one whenever we teach kids goat showing. Next thing, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to give you guys a quick little demonstration of what it looks like whenever you're walking a goat in like an arena setting. So we'll get into that later. But the first thing, like I said, I'm going to show you guys how to do is I'm going to teach you guys the 3 rules to goat showing. So the first rule that we like to teach kids is pretty simple, but it's also a really important one. It is holding their collar. So anytime you are goat showing, you need to have a firm grip on their collar. So that way, you know, goats are animals, so they like to move around. As you can see, she's been moving around a lot, even just this little amount of time. She likes to move around. She's going to try to walk off. You need to make sure that if she tries to walk off, you have a firm grip on the collar. That way you can pull her back in and rein her in. Second thing we like to teach the kids, and you need to do it anytime you're stopped in a goat show, but we like to place their feet. And the front feet need to be close together, and the back legs need to be spread apart, about shoulder width apart. So her front legs are pretty close together, but they need to be a little bit closer and they need to be even. So I'm going to do that real quick, like so. Well, she just moved it back, but she's an animal, so she's going to move. And if you're in an actual goat show and they move their legs, that's fine. Just make sure you're fixing them anytime they do. So like I said, their back legs need to be spread apart, so about shoulder width apart. So that's good enough. So the third rule that we like to teach in goat showing, it is called, well, here at the farm I like to call it making a goat sandwich. And what that means is, I'm a piece of bread, the judge who is judging you in the goat show is the other piece of bread, and the goat here is our lovely sandwich meat. So anytime you're in a goat show and the judge is walking around, if the judge walks on the same side of you, that's not a sandwich, right? Because 2 pieces of bread on one side and the sandwich like on top of them, and the sandwich meat like on top of them, that's not a sandwich, right? So if the judge comes on the same side of you, then you need to switch sides to the other side like this. And if it comes back on this side, then you need to switch back like that. So that way you're not on the same side as the judge, because if you're on the same side as the judge, then you're kind of blocking like half the goat here. You can't really see the goat in all of its gloriousness, in all of Misha's beauty. Alright, so next I'm going to kind of give you guys a quick little demonstration of what it looks like if you were walking a goat in like a little arena setting. So obviously there's no judge here, but I'm just going to switch sides like there is one. And then once I stop, I'm going to place their feet like I said you should do whenever you stop in a goat show. Alright, so here is how you should be walking a goat in an arena setting. So like I said, you just need to make sure that if the judge switches sides, you need to switch to the opposite side. So if the judge comes on the same side of me right now, I need to switch to this side. And even if you're stopped in a goat show, you need to make sure that even if you're stopped and standing still, if the judge is walking around, you're still switching sides like this. So if the judge comes on this side, switch back. Alright, so that is pretty much how to show off a goat. I know it seems really simple, but honestly, whenever you're in kind of like a competition setting where there's like 12 or 13 other people competing with you, it can honestly get pretty tense, especially like I said, when the goats are animals and they like to try to run off and, you know, they're sitting there, they're trying to bite each other's tails and stuff. But I hope you guys learned something really neat and interesting from this. I hope I've taught you guys well through the 3 rules that we like to teach, and, you know, through kind of like that little demonstration of what it would look like in an arena setting. And I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for listening.